Kumusta? Kumusta? Welcome to the Jay Rogasio podcast, the first conservative podcast in the Philippines. We're protecting the Filipino family from woke ideology. Ano ang topic natin ngayong araw? Kung matagal na kayong nakikinig or nanonood ng the Jay Rogasio podcast, every time we talk about moral issues or social issues, hindi tayo gumagamit ng mga biblical verses. Hindi natin, let's say, kapag pinag-uusapan natin ang LGBTQ plus ideology, hindi ako nagko-quote from Romans 1 kung saan pinagbabawal ni San Pablo ang mga bagay na ito. Or hindi natin ikinukwento ang nangyari sa Sodom and Gomorrah. Usually, we give secular arguments kapag pinag-uusapan natin ang mga bagay na ito. And today is no different. Ito yung isa sa malungkot na bagay na kapag pinag-uusapan ang LGBTQ plus movement. And minsan na-overshadow ito ng parang sinasabi lang ang Kristiyano, you hate the LGBTQ plus movement. And this is not true. This is not true. Lagi kong sinasabi sa Bible, sabi ni Jesus, to love your enemies. Hindi ko kinoconsider na enemies ang LGBTQ plus movement. Pero if you get my drift, between loving your friends and loving your enemies na sinasabi ni Jesus, there's really no room for hate. Ang hate, so kung ito ang spectrum ng love your friends, love your enemies, and everyone in between ng friends at enemies, kailangan mong mahalin, sino yung nandito sa labas, di ba? Sino yung kailangan? Wala. Wala ka nang kailangang i-hate dahil halos inutos na ni Jesus to love everyone. And one of the reasons why we want to tell our brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ plus movement to embrace a life of chastity, to have sex only when what it's ordered to do, which is in the marital act of a man and a woman with it in the confines of marriage. Kaya natin sinasabi ito is for their own good. And bakit ang haba ng introduction ko? Well, so I just came across this news from the Philippine News Agency. So government news ito. And taon-taon na lang, makikita natin na ito ang nasa balita. HIV cases continue to rise and services eyed at primary care facilities. And mukhang alam niyo na kung saan tutungo ito. The Department of Health, DOH, is mulling to provide human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, services at primary healthcare facilities as 3,410 new cases with 82 reported deaths were recorded from January to March of 2024. Medyo matindi pa to sa COVID. Data from the HIV and AIDS and antiretroviral therapy registry of the Philippines show that from 1984 to March 2024, there were 129,772 cumulative diagnosed HIV cases. And medyo fast forward na tayo dito. So the data shows that the way for what we do, better health literacy, including age and culture appropriate information and commodities for safe sex, routine HIV testing at primary care, and early access to antiretrovirals are clear directions to take, Herbosa said. So, ito nga ba talaga ang clear directions to take? a concentrated epidemic among key and vulnerable populations were also observed. Sino kaya tong vulnerable populations na ito? Medyo hindi nila tayo diretsuhin. Bakit kaya? Bakit kaya vulnerable populations? Tayo bang mga may asawa and tayong mga faithful sa asawa, vulnerable ba tayo? Mukhang may nais silang patunguhan dito sa salitang vulnerable population na ito. Well, sinabi nila na of the total cases, 82% were males having sex with males, MSM. 2% were people who injected drugs. 0.2% were females engaging in transactional sex, yung mga sex workers. And 0.3% were children. Pero itong 82%, ang laki nito. So sabi dito, about 89% of the new infections occurred among MSM, males having sex with males, with 47% of the new infections from the youth ages 15 to 24. 15, mga minor de edad pa. So, guys, ang taas ng HIV positive dito sa quote-unquote vulnerable populations. And it seems as though what we should be doing is, instead of celebrating and being proud of males having sex with males, males who's having sexual attraction to the same sex, para maiwasan ang pag-spread ng virus, it seems as though ito medyo matinding conclusion lang after ko mabasa ang mga ito. It seems like as though na parang imbis na nagse-celebrate tayo parati ng Pride March or Pride Month, mukhang dapat sa chastity tayo tumungo. Dahil ang totoo niyan, marami naman sa MSM ay gumagamit ng condom. Pero hindi yung paggamit ng condom ang determining factor sa AIDS. Ang determining factor sa whether magkakaroon ka ng HIV or not is the number of sexual partners that you have. Well, of course, yung condom is hindi naman siya 100% effective. Pero kung lagi kang nakikipag-MSM, there's a big chance na makakuha ka ng AIDS. Makakuha ka ng HIV. Kasi kahit na sabihin natin 2% chance, 2% chance or 1% chance ang chances mo na makakuha ng HIV. Pero kung laging taya ka naman ng taya, di ba? Let's say may 1% chance kang manalo sa weteng. Kung taya ka ng taya, tatama't tatama ka sa weteng. Dahil madalas mo itong tayaan, di ba? So, I think this is something na kailangan medyo mamulat ang isipan natin kung paano natin malalabanan ang pag-spread ng HIV sa bansa. And malaki yung 82% ng MSM. If we really care for our brothers and sisters who have same-sex attractions, maybe kailangan i-point natin sila kay Christ and to a life of chastity. Just a thought. Imbis na sineselebrate pa natin ito and eventually, mas kumalat ang HIV sa bansa. What do you think, guys? Does this make sense? So, please tell me your thoughts sa comment section. Okay, so yan lang muna. This has been another episode of the Jay Roga Show. At the end of the day, it will be night. Goodbye. Hi, this is Jay Roga of the Jay Roga Show. If you like what you just saw, please consider subscribing and smash that like button. We'll need all of your help to take back the culture from this ideological colonization of the West. Thank you.